Someone's spirit has been following you since birth, it's time you knew why. My beloved child, if you are hearing these words right now, something deeper than coincidence has brought you here. Pause for a moment. Breathe. And listen closely. Because what you are about to understand is something very few people ever realize in their lifetime. Since the day you took your very first breath, since the moment your eyes opened to this world, there has been a presence quietly walking beside you. Not loudly. Not in a way that would frighten you. But gently, patiently, like a silent companion who has always known your path. You may have felt it without understanding. That strange moment when everything seemed to fall apart, yet somehow you were guided to the exact place you needed to be. The unexpected feeling that someone was watching over you during your most difficult nights. The quiet inner voice that told you to turn left instead of right, to wait one more day, to trust when nothing made sense. Those moments were not random. They were whispers. And the presence behind those whispers has been with you longer than you realize. But here is the part that may surprise you the most. This spirit has never tried to control your life. It has never forced you to make a choice. Instead, it has simply walked beside you, protecting your path in ways you could not see. Think back to the times when things should have gone completely wrong, yet somehow they didn't. Think about the doors that unexpectedly opened, right when you thought everything was closed. Those moments carry a quiet pattern. A pattern that leads back to the same unseen companion who has followed your journey since the beginning. And tonight, something is shifting. Because the reason this presence has stayed beside you for so long is finally ready to reveal itself. But before that truth unfolds, you must understand something important. Not everyone has a guide that stays this close, for this long. Which means your story, your path, and your purpose carry a meaning far greater than what you may have believed. So don't skip this moment. Stay with this message until the end. Because in the next part, something will become clear that may completely change the way you see your life, and the silent spirit that has been walking beside you since the day you were born. My beloved child, before you ever understood the world, before you even knew your own name, something quiet and unseen had already chosen to walk beside you. You did not notice it when you were small. You did not hear its gentle presence when life first began to unfold around you. But it was there. Not as a shadow, not as something frightening, but as a calm, steady energy that moved with you through every moment of your life. There were days when everything felt confusing, when the road ahead looked uncertain, and when you wondered if anyone truly understood your journey. Yet somehow, even in those silent struggles, you were never truly alone. Have you ever experienced a moment where something inside you whispered, "Wait, not yet"? Or a strange feeling that guided you away from a decision that later turned out to be the right choice? Those quiet nudges were not accidents. They were gentle signals from the presence that has been near you since the beginning. But here is what most people never realize. Some spirits come close for a short moment, only to disappear when their purpose is complete. Yet the one connected to you never left. Through every stage of your life, through every change, every challenge, every quiet victory, it stayed. Patiently. Silently. Watching your story unfold. And the reason it stayed is something very few people ever discover. That truth has been waiting for the exact right moment to reach you. If you found this message today, it may not be by chance. Something is aligning. Something long hidden is beginning to reveal itself. So stay here with me for a little longer. Don't skip ahead. Because in the next part, you will begin to understand who this spirit truly is, and why it chose you from the very beginning. A quiet truth begins to surface the moment you look back at your life with open eyes. There have been moments when everything felt strangely guided, as if invisible hands were gently arranging pieces you could not yet understand. You may remember times when you almost chose a different road, yet something inside you softly whispered, "Not this way." And later, you realized that small pause changed everything. That whisper, that sudden feeling, that calm instinct that appeared exactly when you needed it, has never been random. It has been the subtle language of the Spirit that has walked beside you since the very beginning. But here is something even more fascinating. This presence has never demanded your attention. It never tried to prove itself. Instead, it waited patiently for the moment when you would be ready to notice the signs. Because awareness cannot be forced. It arrives quietly, like a sunrise you suddenly realize has been lighting the sky all along. Think about the times when you felt an unexpected sense of comfort during a difficult day. Or the strange peace that appeared when you thought everything was falling apart. Those moments carried a quiet reminder, you were being gently guided toward something meaningful. And now something unusual is happening. The signs that were once small, are beginning to grow clearer. You may start noticing patterns you overlooked before. You may begin to feel a deeper sense of connection with your own path. This is not about something mysterious chasing you. It is about a presence that has always been protecting the direction of your journey. And the reason it has stayed with you for so long is about to become clearer than ever before. But the next revelation may surprise you more than anything else. Because the Spirit that has followed you since birth, is connected to a purpose in your life that is far greater than what you may have imagined. Stay with this story. Don't skip this moment. Something important is about to unfold in the next part, and once you hear it, you may never look at your life the same way again. There is a moment in every life when the quiet pieces begin to connect. Not loudly. Not suddenly. But like distant stars forming a constellation you had never noticed before. When you start looking back, certain memories begin to glow with a new meaning. The unexpected meeting that changed your direction. The delay that protected you from making the wrong decision. The strange feeling of calm when you thought you might fall apart. These moments were not random fragments. They were gentle signs placed along your path, reminders that your journey was never meant to be walked alone. The Spirit that has been beside you since the beginning does not exist to control your life. Its role has always been something far more beautiful. It watches over the moments when your heart feels lost. It protects the quiet spark inside you when the world becomes too loud. And when you stand at the edge of an important decision, it sends the softest signal, an inner knowing that something meaningful is waiting just ahead. But here is the truth that few people realize. This presence stayed with you not because of what you have already done, but because of what you are still meant to discover. There is a part of your story that has not fully unfolded yet. A chapter that carries a deeper purpose, one that touches not only your life but the lives of others you have yet to meet. That is why the Spirit has remained patient for so long. It has been quietly guiding you toward the exact moments where your choices will begin to shape something greater. And now, something important is beginning to shift. The signs that once appeared only once in a while may soon feel stronger. Your intuition may start speaking more clearly. Your path may begin opening in ways that feel almost perfectly timed. But before that happens, there is one final truth about this Spirit that you must understand. Because once you hear it, the reason it has followed you since birth will make more sense than ever before. Stay with this story. Don't rush past this moment. In the next part, something deeply personal about this unseen companion will finally begin to reveal itself, and it may change the way you see your own journey forever. And now a deeper layer of the story begins to reveal itself. The Spirit that has quietly walked beside you was never meant to stay hidden forever. For years it remained in the background of your life, allowing you to grow, to learn, to choose your own direction. It never interfered with your freedom. It simply protected the small moments that mattered most. Think about the times when your heart almost gave up, yet something inside you kept moving forward. That quiet strength did not come from nowhere. It came from a presence that believed in your path even when you could not see it clearly. But here is the truth that changes everything. This Spirit is not following you because you are lost. It is with you because you are important to a story that is still unfolding. Your kindness, your resilience, the way you continue searching for meaning even when life becomes uncertain, these are not ordinary traits. They are signals that your journey carries a deeper purpose. And the spirit beside you has always known that. It has watched you grow stronger through experiences that once felt confusing. It has quietly celebrated the moments when you chose patience over frustration, hope over doubt. Every step has been guiding you towards something meaningful that is slowly coming into view. Right now, you may already feel small hints of change. Perhaps a new idea has begun forming in your mind. Perhaps a new direction is calling your attention. Perhaps certain people or opportunities are appearing in ways that feel almost perfectly timed. These moments are not accidents. They are signs that the presence beside you is beginning to step slightly closer, not to control your future, but to help illuminate the path you were always meant to discover. And there is one final reason this spirit has remained with you since the beginning. A reason connected to a message that has been waiting for the exact moment when you were ready to hear it. So stay here. Don't skip what comes next. Because in the next part, the true purpose behind this lifelong presence will begin to unfold, and it may reveal something about your own life that you never expected to realize. And now the reason behind this quiet companionship begins to come into focus. For so long, the spirit beside you has simply watched, guided, protected small turning points in your story. It never rushed the moment of truth, because some realizations only arrive when the heart is ready. And your heart is closer to that moment than you think. The presence that has walked beside you since birth is not here to make you someone new. It is here to remind you of who you have always been. Deep within you, there is a rare kind of awareness. A sensitivity to moments that others sometimes overlook. A quiet ability to feel when something meaningful is about to happen. This is why the spirit has stayed. Not because you needed saving, but because your path carries the ability to bring light into places that feel uncertain. You may have noticed it already. People often feel comfortable sharing their thoughts with you. Strangers sometimes trust you without knowing why. Friends may look to you when they need calm or understanding. These are not coincidences. They are small reflections of the deeper purpose slowly unfolding through your life. The spirit beside you has simply been helping you stay aligned with that purpose. When life tried to push you away from your true direction, the presence gently guided you back. When doubt filled your mind, it quietly reminded your heart to keep going. And now something remarkable is approaching. A moment when your own awareness will begin to grow stronger. You may start noticing signs more clearly. Opportunities that once seemed hidden may begin to appear. Connections that once felt distant may suddenly make sense. This is the stage where the silent companion begins stepping slightly closer, not as a mystery anymore, but as a reminder of the strength that has always been within you. But before the story reaches its most important realization, there is one final truth you must hear. Because the greatest revelation about this spirit is not about where it came from. It is about the moment when you finally recognize why it chose to stay with you. Stay until the end. Something meaningful is waiting in the final part, a truth that may change the way you see your entire journey from this day forward. And now the final piece of this quiet mystery begins to unfold. For your entire life, the presence beside you has remained gentle and patient, never asking for recognition, never demanding attention. It simply walked with you. Through every uncertain step. Through every quiet victory. Through every moment when you wondered if your journey truly mattered. But here is the truth that brings everything together. The spirit that has followed you since birth was never meant to stay separate from you forever. Its purpose was always to guide you back to something you already carry within yourself. Because the calm voice that sometimes rises in your thoughts. The instinct that gently warns you or encourages you. The sudden clarity that appears when you pause and truly listen. Those moments are not coming from somewhere far away. They are part of the same awareness that has been growing inside you all along. The presence you felt beside you was helping you trust that inner wisdom. Helping you recognize the quiet strength that has always lived within your own heart. And this is why something feels different right now. You may begin to notice your intuition becoming clearer. You may feel a deeper connection with the choices you make and the direction your life is taking. That is not coincidence. It is the moment when the guidance that once felt external begins to feel like a natural part of who you are. The companion who walked beside you has been preparing you for this realization. You were never alone. You were simply learning how to hear the quiet truth already living within you. And when you begin trusting that voice, something remarkable happens. Your path starts opening with a sense of calm certainty. Your decisions carry a deeper clarity. And the journey that once felt confusing begins to reveal its meaning. So as this message reaches its end, remember this one simple truth. The spirit that followed you since birth was not here to stay hidden forever. It was here to help you discover the wisdom, courage, and quiet light that has always been part of you. And now that you have heard this story, your next steps may feel just a little clearer. Because something meaningful has always been walking with you. And from this moment forward, you know exactly where to listen. Sparkles.